Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking back in on CMG SKX NKE and TWTR. So nice follow through for those bulls to start today, but we gave all those gains back. Lots of profit taking. That is a bearish reversal, inverted hammer, or a gravestone doji, depending on how picky you are. But either way, we rejected from 420 resistance. We have not closed above that psychological resistance level yet on the daily time frame over the past couple of months. This is a bearish reversal candlestick. If we see a red day, we will look to back test and potentially test this 200-day moving average support. That's all the way down at 411.26, so a ways back to that level. But if we break the low of today, 418.57, it will be a lot more likely than not that we confirm this bearish reversal candlestick after all that profit taking. So here we are rejecting from the 50-week moving average resistance of 423.52. If we can't get over that level in the next 2 days, we will have to be keeping an eye on that into next week, and we will be in a channel between the middle Bollinger Band support just above 400 and the 50-week moving average resistance just over 420 at 423.52. So pretty important day tomorrow to see whether or not we're going to reject. If we do confirm that bearish reversal candlestick tomorrow, the odds will be very likely that we do reject from this weekly resistance by the end of the week. SKX also pulling back, rejecting from the 200-day moving average resistance in the upper Bollinger Band. So not seeing follow. Well, we did see some follow through to start the day, but not following through as we see profit taking by the close. So if we pull back here and see confirmation of this bearish reversal candlestick, we're going to look to back test the middle Bollinger Band of 25.14 support, and we have that clear resistance level at 26.12, preventing this bullish MACD cross unless we can turn that level into support. Weekly time frame does favor the bulls, but we'll see how significant this upper wick is by the time this week closes in 2 more trading days. NKE, we did get a bullish break, but we rejected. It's a bearish reversal inverted hammer showing an upper wick of profit taking. So all these names seeing profit taking and looking like you can find a million other charts, Amazon, Facebook, all these bulls looking really strong, PCLN into tomorrow, and all of these names which have an overall bearish weekly chart, they're the first ones seeing weakness on the daily chart as well when the S&P 500 and the markets are still in the midst of a blue sky breakout. So rejecting from $54, we have been unable to close above this level. There's a gap to fill to the downside at 53.57. Higher low pattern still maintained. We did break the lower high pattern, but obviously the close, bulls could not turn that level into support. Weekly time frame, if we can't close over $54 by the end of this week, it will be the 4th week in a row rejecting from that level. So that resistance is very clear to be watching. Twitter, bulls trying to confirm the bullish reversal candlestick from yesterday, and they did it in a very weak attempt. Let's zoom in a little bit. So we had a bullish reversal hammer yesterday, and we could not confirm it. That middle Bollinger Band resistance is at 1687 and the low 1633 support. And I just discovered a feature by clicking a wrong button. I like it. I'm going to have to figure out what I did because it's showing us some pivot points here for support and resistance. That's cool. Stockcharts.com. So it is technically, we did confirm that bullish reversal hammer, but it's still weakness, and I wouldn't trust the bulls on anything more than a little oversold bounce on the shorter term time frames unless we can get over that middle Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. And again, that level is 1687. Weekly time frame is tightening its range. So we had the dump, our bounce attempt. Now it looks like we're trying to form a higher low. Our low was 1616. Now we have a higher low at 1633. And the question will be, are we going to form a lower high compared to 1778 and continue to see this range tighten? And then that will be a very clear range to watch for a break. So that's where I'm standing at now on Twitter. I don't like it in either direction clearly. So I want to wait for this weekly chart to continue to tighten up and to show us a clear break in a couple of weeks. So just patiently watching Twitter from the sidelines and watching for weakness on CMG, especially if we see the S&P 500 and the markets consolidate. CMG doesn't usually have as strong a correlation as a lot of the other individual names with the S&P 500, but that would only give momentum to the downside. If we saw some consolidation in the overall markets, we would likely see CMG head down to 415 and that target of 411.26 if it were a significant pullback. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in on everything tomorrow. Again, the market bulls are still in absolute full control. There's no sign of slowing down, but on 1, 2, 3 of these names, we are seeing bearish reversal candlesticks, and we'll see if that follows through with confirmation of these candlesticks tomorrow.